Today I'm going to be selling a pair of snow racing skis. This is going to be targeted towards the parents of high school level skiers. This is because at that age group they probably won't be able to afford such a luxury item themselves, and the parents will be making that investment rather than the child. Alright, I'll jump into it. Hey guys, my name's Luke. I've come from Rossignol today to show you our exciting new pair of GS racing skis. We've been talking to some of your peers recently, and we've identified three main concerns that you guys have in regards to buying a pair of skis. The first of which is performance. This is centered around making sure your child will get on top of the podium or achieve the best result they possibly can. The second of which is safety. This is to make sure your child comes down the hill safely every time, and that's not a concern that you have to have when you're cheering them on from the bottom of the hill. Third is the pride that your child takes when they're skiing on the ski. You want to make sure that they actually enjoy and like the ski, and this will keep them out of your ear all winter complaining about the set of skis you're on, which I have had to deal with in my life before. Alright, let's jump into the performance side of things. Obviously, as I mentioned before, you want your kid to get down the hill first, or to the best abilities they've got. We believe that the system we've put into our skis will allow your child to perform at the absolute limit of what they're capable of, and push the limits beyond what they're capable of through training and hard work. This is through our Ashwood core. This allows for stiffness in the ski and allows it to generate energy in the transition between turns. During the turn, for performance, we've got tip and tail rocker and a camber, which will allow your child to enter turns correctly, put as much pressure as they can on during the turn, and then exit that turn correctly through the tail rocker. And then the third part of performance is the edge of the ski. This will allow your child to maintain that control as they're putting through that huge pressure without a worry of slipping out through overexertion. Our edges make sure that your child will stay on snow as long as possible. The second factor that we take into account when developing our skis is the safety aspect. We believe that we have a very good safety system set up through our bindings. We've done a lot of research to make sure your child will stay in the binding as long as possible before it is deemed unsafe, at which point they'll slip out without a risk of safety. But what we've made sure is we've found that absolute limit between safety and performance. We don't want to make sure your kid pops out too early, because they won't be achieving their full potential. That'll make sure that your kid's going to come down safely at the end of every run. You won't have to worry about them when they're out there training and skiing. The third concern that we've heard is that your child might not like the ski itself, even though you're buying it for them. Now, our Rossignol skis have a huge lineage of success and performance, and this at the moment is seen through our World Cup team, who provide great results every single week, wins week after week. So your child will know that they're skiing on the best ski possible and be proud to hold it up and say, my parents have given me the best chance of winning that they can. Now I'm just going to grab a ski quickly for you to go through some of those features that we just spoke about. So as I mentioned, in the performance side of things, you got your tip and tail rocker. Your tip rocker is going to allow your child to enter the turn correctly and beef out any ruts that appear on the course. And then your tail rocker, that's going to allow your child to exit the turn correctly and set up for the next turn. But during the turn, you want to make sure you have some camber, and that's the bend that your ski will have as it goes through the turn. So if you watch this, you can see right now it's got a bit of a curve like that, but as soon as pressure is exerted like this, it allows for the flexation and extension of pressure through the ski. And then when your child is ready to swap on to the next turn, you watch this through our Ashwood core. It'll just pop out, generate power into the next turn, they can initiate it again. Let's look at the safety aspect, which comes mostly through our bindings. At the front you can see a big, very beefy front binding. This will make sure that your child is not slipping out too early. But in here we've got a spring-loaded system to make sure that the DIN setting is safe as possible. It'll pop out as soon as there is a risk of danger. We've got the same on the back. You look at this, it's actually pretty hard to get up. You look at this, we have a huge rear binding. This will make sure the heel of your child's ski stays in place before it's deemed unsafe, as I mentioned earlier. Again, through a spring-loaded system in our DIN settings. Now, if you look at the ski itself, you know your child's going to be happy carrying this around. We've got the word hero written on this, which is what your child will feel when skiing on this ski. They're going to look at this ski and know that and they're going to say, my parents gave me the best possible chance of winning, and hold it up proudly when they're on the top of the podium. Trust me, I look back at my photos as when I was a racer and know that my Rosinal skis gave me the best chance of winning that they possibly could. And then past that, we've got a very limited supply coming into Australia this year due to the cost of the ski themselves. They're quite a luxury product and we can only afford to make so many a year. However, if you come and talk to me today, I'll ensure that every ski is hand tuned so that the moment you get on snow next season, they're ready to go. And you won't have to worry about setting them up, taking them down to Ronnie in the tuning shop to give them a slap up before they're on snow. So I invite you to come see me after this and we'll have a chat about further details on ordering your child a pair of Rosinal race skis. Fucking too long.